physical presence that I can't see. Oh, there's nothing in my way. There's nothing in my way. There's nothing in my way. There's nothing in my way.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And I just pulled into the Ikea parking lot, moved over from Walmart. I'm not going to be here very long. I just want to run inside and see if they have pegboards. It was recommended to me by Lorna, actually. Suggested, as she just said in a Patreon comment, that don't forget Ikea has pegboards and they're great for storage. That is something that just simply did not cross my mind. And I'm still looking for something for that like backspace sort of in between the hanging cupboard and the poop apartment, because there's a whole bunch of dead space there. And I still got a lot of stuff that could go up on the wall. Pulling the entire rig into this parking lot. Well, one, it's a good time of the day to do it because I think they just opened. The parking lot isn't full yet. And two, I actually swung the entire rig around here so that we're facing right where this Nissan is coming in right now. That'll make it a lot easier to just GTFO once we're done, because maneuvering in a parking lot that is as big as the ones that Ikea boasts, when you pull in a Jeep Wrangler with your tiny home on wheels, which is already an extended wheelbase cargo van, it can be a little daunting for sure. But anyway, enough quacking. I guess we're gonna get into Ikea and go check it out. Before I run in there, I just want to do a little test with the microphone here. I was just playing around with the settings of the DJI mic that I got from Bill. Thank you again, sir. And it's a learning experience for sure, figuring it out. Just for those that are curious, pegboards. But when I am editing my vlogs, I do all of the video edits, and at the end of it, I combine them all into one big clip, and then I add a preset audio edit that I created forever ago, and that's how I've been getting the sound like quality that I've had the entire time. But all of my vlogs, barring like a handful of ones, have all just been shot with the iPhone's internal microphone. So it's fun for me to like experiment and see what this whole contraption is capable of. All right, I want to see what this sounds like. Hey, well, after a quick check, that already sounds better than the first 3 clips that I shot. So I think I kind of found a nice middle ground for now. I won't know for sure until I get all of this footage into the editor, but I also kind of want to try hiding the microphone by like flipping it around and having it under my shirt and seeing how well it does. Also, it's a little breezy today, and this microphone did come with tiny little dead cats. Dead kittens? Yikes! I'd like to see how that performs. Okay. Yappity yap yap yap. Pegboards. We're not on the microphone anymore. We're just on the iPhone's audio, and oh my, now I realize why the parking lot wasn't very busy. They're not open yet. They must open at 10. There's already people lining up. It's like a Thursday. You can't all possibly be here for pegboards. Well, I guess we've got a few minutes to kill. I'm not gonna go stand in line for bloody Ikea on a Thursday morning. No, instead I will sit in my cargo van and wait for Ikea to open on a Thursday morning. Yes, that is a flannel. I was about to put it on, because like I said, it's a wee bit breezy outside. All right, well, what time is it? 2 minutes! Never mind, I was gonna say we could fart around with the mic a bit more. Not like that. Everybody just calm down. We'll just wait till the mad rush is in. How are you this morning, Penny? Just enjoying your perch as you do. Keeping an eye on the world. Yes, you're looking very pretty this morning, darling. Thank you for not jumping on my face since the last time it happened. In case any of you are wondering, that's where these lovely war wounds are from. If you missed that, make sure you're subscribed and have notifications turned on so you don't miss a Vanlife Plus episode. The crowd is moving. Double check. Let's make sure you have your keys and your wallet, watch, and testicles. Perfect.
Since you're gone.
Okay. I get why people can get lost in there. It's like a casino in Vegas. There's no windows. They're pumping, I'm assuming, oxygen in there, I hope. Keep you going for hours. But also, I was looking for a magnetic strip to hold my knives on my wall. And I found one. Well, I found it on their website. Because as soon as I walked in there was a whole bunch of knives there on a magnetic strip. So I looked up on their website and it says it's, I think it said showroom or something, which of course at the time I didn't know what the hell that was. So I asked an employee and she's like, oh, that's upstairs. You gotta go upstairs to get that. I say nay. I'm not gonna go back upstairs just to get one thing. Everything should just be together. I'm not the biggest fan of Ikea, but hey, we got a pegboard with a whole bunch of accessories. Hopefully I don't have to use too many self-tappers and hopefully it's bendy enough and it works. Let's move the giant rig and find out. And actually, I think to make this easier on myself, I'm gonna do this. Excellent. Thank you, Grace, for your keyless entry capabilities. Oh, the fur baby went to the back. Are you getting too many eyes on you or something? Hi. Well, you're sitting pretty much right where that pegboard's gonna go. Well, you're a little ways back. You won't be in the way. Who am I kidding? You're always sort of in the way. But you're cute, so we let it happen. All right. Helly. Freaking ho. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna pull out right here. Ooh, almost hit the curb. With Grace's tire, not Lucky's. Yeah, I'm glad I got to that parking lot when I did. It sure didn't take long for it to fill the F up. All right, here we are, found a place to park. And actually I had to let the phone charge for a little bit. It was on its last legs. That's one thing I haven't solved in terms of like charging my phone at night and having it near my head where we all like to keep our phones. So I find myself being lazy and not coming down to the foot of the bed to plug it into like the EcoFlow or anything. Future Matthew problem for sure. Now I wanted to film this section of the video on that DJI pocket camera that I got. Unfortunately, the only way to connect the microphone, which I am currently using, and it's hidden right there. Well, that's the transmitter. Well, that's the transmitter and the receiver's on the phone. But the only way to use it on the camera is to connect it through, now where the heck did I put it? This, right? So you have to plug this little USB-C into the bottom of the camera, then you have to use this 3.5 millimeter headphone wire jack, and then this goes to the other side of the receiver. And I just did a test with it, and it's not great. I probably didn't have all the connections super secure on this guy. So the audio was pretty bad. So further inspection into that, we'll see if we can make it work in the future. But the other problem is you have to plug that adapter into the USB-C port on the bottom, and it completely disables you from being able to attach a little tripod or even stand the camera up on its own, right? And I'm gonna need the tripod for the foreseeable future. So we'll get to that later. That is okay as long as I'm using this microphone. I'm really liking the quality of it so far. I just filmed and exported and uploaded the Vanlife meetup little announcement video that I did for Craze Outdoors a while back. Hopefully you made it to that because this is well after the fact. But anyways, my door is about to shut. Wind. Pegboard. Super cool. So there's a bunch of different things you can get to go with it. That was awesome to customize this however you want. And the pegboards themselves even come in different sizes. This is the smallest one you can get, I believe. There were larger ones there that wouldn't work. This one I did rudimentary measurements before I went into Ikea. It should fit right there. And as soon as I got into the van, I was like, I wonder if we could put another one here. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's see if this fits there first. Got to unwrap it and see how this mounting process will be. I've got all of my screws and my impact driver good to go. Oh, all right. So inside we get the very normal Ikea instructions. This guy never changes. Consistency is key. He always gets confused and he always ends up calling Ikea. I really hope we don't have to do that. So this is showing everything that it came with, yada, yada, yada. Should be pretty straightforward. Yeah. see. So it did come with this little like mounting bracket thing here. I mean, I don't know. Are we gonna even need that? Let's see if this thing fits here first. There's stuff in the way at the bottom. This is no good. Nicht geht. All right, there we go. Oh yeah, look at that. That's gonna fit there. Oh yeah, and it'll bend no problem. It's not as bad of a curve as I thought. Well, you can't actually hang on. I don't want that super tight to the wall because then the peg stuff won't work, will it? All right, so I think I do have to install this at the very least, probably at the top here with these little doohickeys that they gave us so that it keeps it away from the wall a bit at the top, and then we'll go from there. All right, let me get this all attached. Wait a sec, how dare they? They didn't give me screws to mount to the wall. What if I wasn't me? Okay, so got a couple self-tappers here. We only have these slats to work with, like this one and that one. So I'm gonna put 2 of these little self-tappers in each of them. There we go. Cool. Okay. Now I got to use those little dongles to attach this at the top. Let me see here. How am I going to do this? Second set of hands is what I need. This up here. I got to get this thing back here. Gosh. Yo, what? How in the... Wait a second. Do I need this? Maybe I can just go straight into this. Oh yeah, I can go straight into that. I don't have to F around with that stupid stopper thing. Okay, now I guess we could put these little things at the bottom to help get rid of like wobble potential. Uh-oh, our wire, our plug-in wire. We didn't think about that. Future Matthew problem. All right, and apparently it was not too far into the future Matthew's problem. So I fixed this. I've actually moved the board up a ways so we gain some height, which is important because we don't want it to be too close to the bed. We're not on top of the wire anymore. And I've already lost one of these little like screw attachments, so I can't actually make the leg for this bottom corner, although tucking it in like that seems to work. I've got this one still. I lost it. It was in the top, so I don't know. It will turn up eventually. For now, we'll just put this guy maybe in there so we don't lose him as well. And let's start talking about accessories. So actually, I got 3 of these little like bucket thingies. They're not wires, but baskets, but they're just solid state. And then I got this, which is a wire basket. Comes in a pack of 3. Those ones that had the slide off lids, super cool. And that would be great if for like a shop wall with screws and nails, just like the example that they showed there in the store. But they came out of that slide so easily, and because of the actual slope of this, like it's not that drastic, but it's enough that I imagine during transit, they absolutely would slide out. I also got a pack of the elastic like bungee straps or whatever. We'll see. I don't know if those will come in handy or not. It was 3 for like $5. And then a pack of 3 hooks. So let's get these open and see how we can make them look up there. And there, that's not so bad. Like I still figuring it out. This is all stuff is super simple, right? Just these little hooks, just go into the little spaces and they hook on. No problem. That's obviously not ideal. But this is the first layout I have. I just threw all this stuff up here. Obviously, I'm not even using these little bungee strappies yet, but we definitely have more room for storage. My thought for the hooks is like all of the bloody keys that I have, right? Now, I don't know how any of this is going to behave in transit, but I bet if any of it becomes problematic, because these ones for like the baskets are actually pretty good. The hooks on the backs of the baskets kind of grip into the pegboard itself, but these like tinny ones, they're nice because they're bigger like this way, but they seem a lot looser. You could solve that, I bet, with some Velcro on the back, you know, like right there, and then another little piece on the pegboard itself. Yeah, make it a little bit more difficult to remove these, but as long as you didn't use like 10-pound Velcro, should be just fine. So far this is pretty good. Now, here's some of my shit that I can put in there. It's got stuff everywhere. Maybe I don't need this one. Maybe we kind of like this space here. This thing could, for now, come over here. Maybe I could Velcro it to the countertop, and it could be for like my toothbrush. That could work. Ooh, I bet I don't even have to fuss around with Velcro. I could just use these bungee straps to hold this stuff down. So if I attach that there, wrap this around here, maybe put that there. Let's maybe remove this hook. There, sure. Oh yeah, that's gonna hold that on there. That's awesome. I don't have to mess with Velcro. Move this one over so I can get Velcro onto this one. Or not Velcro, I'm losing my mind. Another strappy. Right. Well, that's not ideal. This is going great. Back. There. Oh, there we go. Maybe this one's gonna need one too. I do have one more. Where, well, well, there it is. Not so bad. Like, obviously not how they're intended to be used, and you could still do that Velcro idea, but here we go. That'll hold them on. And of course, you know, I'm completely aware that I'm gonna have to remove like these two bottom ones at the minimum when I need to open up my electrical box. But hopefully once I'm sort of like settled and not kneading into that electrical box so much, that's not gonna be as big of a problem on the odd occasion when that does have to happen. While we just remove those baskets, set them on our table, which will at that point be clear of garbage, and then we can get into the box no problem. I like this. It's different for sure. It's just like, it's, you know, it's something that we've never had before. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, since they didn't send me the fridge and I paid for this fridge myself, I have no problem saying, that shouldn't mean that I would have a problem with it if I did get it and was doing a review video. These buttons on the outside, horrible placement. Now, granted, maybe if your fridge wasn't in the position that mine is, where I'm in my living space, but all you have to do is just, it's so, like, it takes nothing to just bump up against it. We're making music with the EcoFlow Glacier. And if you bump up against it just long enough, you power it off, right? Like, whoo, way too sensitive. EcoFlow on Glacier 2, make better. I don't know if there's going to be a Glacier 2, but I mean, probably. Yay! Pegboard! These could also be a problem. Maybe, we'll see. But I could just do what they did with the display models at Ikea. Just take a zip tie from here, wrap it there, and tighten it, and then that'll hold those screw or the hooks right on. Super easy. Been doing a little bit of work around the van and whatnot, and now I'm trying to not be wasteful, but I also didn't feel like sitting crouched in the van and letting it get all hot with the induction cooktop. So I got it running off the EcoFlow. We're frying up some bacon. I'm not gonna go as fancy and make a breakfast wrap like I did last time. We're just gonna throw a couple eggs in the pan once the bacon's closer to being done, because that's literally all I have left right now is a couple. Then we'll scramble them up and just have ourselves a little bit of a late lunch. Trying not to be as wasteful when it comes to food these days. Trying. And now I'm just tidying up. I really do like the look of the pegboard and that where it is and all that jazz. I put some of Brooklyn stuff in there as well. And I did some quick measurements, and another board just like that. I won't even have to modify it. It will absolutely fit right there behind the sink sort of thing. I don't know if I'm sold on that idea per se. How's our bacon doing? That's the one thing using this microphone. You're not going to get the same ambiance sound when I'm using it, that's for sure. That's why in that last shot I had the microphone sitting right here on the poop bucket as I do, so you could hear the nice sizzle of the bacon. All right, I'm going to let my bacon fry and we'll be right back. Ooh, okay, I was just watching that footage back, and I noticed there was some wind that kicked up. Actually, it might be kicking up right now. Let's come inside the house. This is a good opportunity to test out the dead kitty cats. Hang on. The dead cats. Oh, that's a horrible name, but it is what they're called. See? Little mufflers for these guys. Let's see. Where does this go? Does it go into that one? Must go onto this. Where do you clip to, you dead cat? You spin. And they go like that. Whee! Look at that. How you guys doing? Hang on, the magnet fell down. It's so fuzzy and cute. All right, let's go back outside. Of course, there's probably not going to be any wind now, but let's see how that is. Stand out here a ways. Oh, there's a breeze. Ooh, I'm curious. Okay. Yeah, that would definitely be affecting the phone's mic for sure. I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's not gale force winds that are going to blow me away. But it might be enough to mess with the audio. Okay, I'm going to check it. Maybe this was all for naught. That bacon smells good. Well, just listening back to it on my phone just now here on Lucky's stoop, I didn't hear any wind. So that's pretty exciting. We might just have to get used to me having a little fuzzy companion very close by from here on in. I'm digging the sound quality so far. All right, I'd say it's time to get a couple eggs in this pan and scramble them up. What say you? Was gonna leave that bacon in there and let it cook with the eggs, but I'm thinking it's a little too far along for that. So let's get it out of there, because that's the thing with bacon, is it's just gonna keep cooking. I remember years ago when Byron and I were still living at Mom and Dad's together, or maybe he was still living there and I was visiting. I mean, let's get serious. I was probably living there too. But he asked me how to cook bacon, which I thought was an odd question. He wasn't like a child or anything. Well, I mean, he's still a child, but you know what I mean. And my response to him was, well, you need to take it out of the pan, right before it's where you want it to be, because it continues to cook. I don't know why that memory stayed with me so much, but I remember him doing it and being like, yeah, that worked like a hot damn. So, fun little memories. All right, let's scramble some eggs in the parking lot, as we do. Nothing fancy today. Just mix it up with all that bacon grease, make sure everybody's happy out there in La La Land. The nice thing about this rock pan, you can use metal utensils in it as well, and I mean, I've only used it twice now, but it doesn't seem to be getting scuffed. Oh, you know what else would be good in these scrambled eggs? First of all, let's turn this down. It's a little intense. 3 is probably fine. This is cool. I can walk away from the camera and the audio should still be fine. I'm in Lucky's refrigerator right now. You're watching the eggs. I hope you're doing a good job of that. All right, we got sea salt, which is still stuck on the wall, and we got pepper. Ooh, I'm gonna need to buy more pepper. All right. Let's also, besides the salt and pepper, we're gonna throw in a little bit of this leftover cheesy cheese, because who doesn't like cheese on their scrambled eggs? If you said me, you're a crazy person. Yeah, all right, put pepper on the shopping list for tonight. My goodness. There we go. Yes, looking pretty good. All right, I'm not even gonna mess around with a plate, because it just means I'll have to clean it. Just use the pan as our plate. And this function I used the other night when I was making that gnocchi for dinner. To keep warm, amazing. Just hit that 140 degrees Fahrenheit. That'll do that for 30 minutes. And it won't burn your food, but it'll keep it nice and chef's kiss warm. I don't know, is that a thing? Where is my forkum? I don't need this in here. That's just, if presentation is everything, I'm failing miserably, but I don't care. Get it in my mouth. Wait, this thing almost complete here, but I could probably use a late day pick-me-up. Oh, look what we found. A Revita Sunrise Mango. This is hands down the best flavor they have, well, currently. All right. Whopper? Yeah, I think so. It's a beautiful day. I cannot believe tomorrow it's supposed to drop down to like a high of 9 degrees Celsius, which is this in Fahrenheit. It's like 18 degrees Celsius today, which is this in Fahrenheit. Welcome to Alberta. You don't like the weather? Wait 2 minutes. Or in this case, 24 hours, but still. All right. Ooh, we haven't done this in a while. Bone apple tits. Okay, so audio is probably going to sound a little bit different now. I'm not actually using the mic. I'm using the DJI Pocket to record this, because for what it's worth, and for those who might be interested, so far I really like this microphone. I don't have any experience with it other than what I'm doing today, but from what I've seen, I could definitely see myself incorporating it into my everyday vlogging. Reason that's important to me is because when you film like I do, it's very run and gun. I don't like a whole bunch of stuff. I don't like wires and cables and whatnot hanging everywhere. That's why I film on my phone. I see the question a lot. Matt, what equipment do you use? What camera are you using? It is always my iPhone 13 Pro Max. This is so easy to just grab my phone. It's always with me, push record, and then you get the photographer's eye going, right? So adding any sort of steps to that workflow can always be a little bit frustrating. So even with this thing, I was hesitant, because I was like, oh, it's just one more thing I'm gonna have to worry about. And now I've lost the main thing I need to show you. This is another reason why I'm hesitant to use stuff like this. What did I do with it? This is why we can't have nice things. Hang on. Where did you go? You bloody receiver, you. I just had you. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's where it belongs, on the passenger seat. Anyway, moving right along. So this thing's super cool. It's the microphone. Well, it's actually two mics in the little charging case, but I only need one because I'm one person right now. And then this is the receiver. And this thing comes with an attachment on the bottom. It can either be USB-C or iPhone, and it just literally slides in and out of this thing. Come on, right? Comes off that. I don't know how well you can see that. It's very hard for me to see myself on the screen of the DJI Pocket. It looks like I'm very dark. Maybe I am. Hopefully I'm not. Slide this little attachment on, and then you just literally slam the receiver right into your charge port on your phone, and you're good to go. And then you can see the microphone level bumping up and down right there. And that's it. And then it's go. And the reason that I like this, the fact that it connects to the phone, is because for those that don't know about recording audio and video, the professionals do it the way the big boys do it, is they'll have a dedicated camera and all it does is capture video, and then they've got a secondary device that is strictly audio. The stress then becomes in post-production when you're editing. You can't just drop all your clips in and the audio is automatically there. You have to go through a process called syncing up your audio and video. For somebody who puts out, yes, I push out. For somebody who puts out as much content as I do, I ain't got time for that. I'm not doing the whole clap my hands and then I line that up, the visual of my hands clapping and then the little audio spike. Forget that. Especially since every single time you push record on your phone, you are creating a brand new clip. So the nice thing about this DJI mic is that it is paired automatically to the video clips. You can also record individual audio, apparently. There's a record button right on the microphone that you can hit, and it will record a backup for you in case something does go wrong. Until something does go wrong for me, I'm not going to be doing that because I hate syncing audio. So anyways, that is a nice ease of access thing. This is starting to sound like I'm sponsored by DJI. No, this was just gifted to me from Bill, which I'm very thankful for. So thank you, Bill. Everyone gets to enjoy nicer sounds of my voice thanks to you. Anyway, that's just in case you were interested. If you have any other questions, throw them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them either in the comment section or in a future video. Okay, now I get to go through the process of taking the video footage from the DJI Pocket, putting it on my phone so I can airdrop it to my computer. I know there's a way to go straight to the computer. That's not how I'm set up. I don't want to talk about it. But for those that might be curious, there's the Pocket. I'm using my phone now. You can see it in the little tiny screen on the Pocket. This is the iPhone connection. You got to slide it. I don't know if I can do this with one hand. Oh yeah, maybe. It's not going to look great. Slide it right in like there, like this. Huh. And then I plug this whole thing into my phone, like in the charge port of my phone. And then I can drop the video file that I just recorded on here to my phone that I can then airdrop to my computer. This is how I stay organized. Even though it doesn't sound organized at all to a few people, I'm sure. Ha! Okay, nice. I found the little missing screw thing for the pegboard. So I've got it in now. It's on this side. So now there's no wobble to this, except it will come forward, obviously, because those are only like leveling it out as it hits the wall. We're still only being held in at the top by just those 4 self-tappers. So I think what I'm going to do, I've got plenty of longer self-tappers, like I think, I'll double check in a second. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of them in here and have them go, like, make sure that they're long enough to clear the distance from the pegboard to the wall and into the wall a little bit, just to add a little bit more structural integrity and support to this thing so it doesn't come ripping out of the wall, you know, as soon as I start driving lucky. So I put my impact driver back in the big long drawer. I'll be right back. Of course, with this fancy microphone, I can just continue talking and you can hear everything I'm saying while I walk outside of Lucky, come to the back, open up the door, knock over my caulking gun again and drop the first aid kit. I'm a mess right now. Yeah, this first aid kit mount was not meant to be placed on something that moves as often as a barn door in a van. So I think I'm gonna have to put some Fix-It-All, otherwise known as Velcro, on the back to help secure it in there and not have it be, you know, permanently mounted. But it's fallen off about 18,000 times since I put it on there. Okay, what did we come back here for? Impact driver, right. Probably only, I'm not gonna bring this. Oh, did I leave that bit in there? No, I didn't. Oh, great, now we're missing an impact driver bit because I'm a scatterbrain and not paying attention. Well, it's missing, it just means it's floating around in Lucky somewhere. Hi, Penny, how are you? I know, I get to see you. They don't, but I get to see you. Enjoying the sun in your loft. Yeah, I'll leave the doors open for you for right now. All right, back into the tiny home on wheels. Oh, yeah, I should probably put my poop bucket away too. All right, and here we are. we are back and we're on the hunt for a bit. But for now, hopefully this bit will do. Dang it. Turns out I only have one self-tapper that's really long. The others are too short. So what I think I'm going to use some regular screws because they'll go in. Yeah, I don't want to bend the board, right? So unfortunately that bit that I just got will not work. I need a Robertson. So now you guys can come and say hello to Penny while I poke around and get that bit. Hey, Penny. Hello, darling. How are you? Say hello to YouTube, won't you? Entertain them for a quick moment. Where is our Robertson bit? Well, that one should work. This one? Is that the one? All right, can you keep your eyes open for another one of those hex head bits? Because I don't know what I did with it. Thank you, darling. I appreciate it. I mean, I might be overthinking this, but I don't know. I always like securing things just a little bit more when it comes to the van. And so far, nothing catastrophic has happened, you know, based off of that approach to this lifestyle. So here we go. Right? Just a little bit. Don't want to pull it in too much. A little bit. I should probably have put it up here. Well, we got a lot of holes. Let's fill them all. Okay. Yeah, I feel better about that. I could even put some like up here on the sides if I really wanted to, because it's still a little wibble wobbly there. And since I'm not really using that space, here, hang on, we're very zoomed in right now. That's a little bit better. All right, put this back here. This one I'm a little worried about it falling off, but yeah, like zip up here, zip. We're here right now, why not just do it? Yeah, it solids it up. Is that a phrase? It solids it up real good. It solids it up. There. Yeah, okay. I like that a lot better. For those that might be having an absolute panic attack or are simply just curious, no, Penny doesn't run away. She's still there. Hey. Hey, good girl. She knows her house. She knows where she's supposed to be. And you don't go anywhere, do you? And for those that might be wondering, well, how do you get your cat to not run away? Well, I gave her a very stern talking to at the beginning of all of this. And I said, if you run away, you don't get any more treats. She hauled her fat ass right back into the van very quick. Just kidding. You're just a very well-behaved little kitty, aren't you? And you like your cozy home on wheels, don't you? Yeah. Hey, you want to go for a walk? You want to go for a walk? You want to go for a... Look at these paws. Do you think these paws are meant to go for a walk? What are you, nuts? Yeah, exactly. Oh! Oh, yeah. Oh, are you so cute? Are you so cute? Oh, here's a problem with the microphone. It's not going to pick up your little meows. You gotta go like this. Oh, there you go. There, that's a dead kitten. You want to play with the dead kitten? Oh, go! Don't panic! No, careful! That was the magnet. Don't forget that, Matthew. The magnet's down there. You're crazy. Whoa! He likes the dead kitten. Quality content, Penny. You the best. You the what? What if I just do it with my hand? Oh no, it's just if I come at you with that. Oh, that's crazy. I don't like that. Get it out of my face. Tickle, 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 tickle. Don't bite the fairy lights. That would be ill-advised. What did I just say? Good girl. All right, well, the universe is just dishing them up to me in spades today. I'm down here on my hands and my knees looking for the magnet that connects to the back of the microphone. So, because it fell when I was playing with Penny. So I'm looking around down here, looking, I'm like, oh my goodness, it's the same color as the ground. This is going to take me forever. I'm never going to find this thing. It's just... There it is. Freaking fell out of my shirt, bounced onto the hitch. Ugh. And there it is. I can't make this stuff up. Okay, just wrapped up my evening with my little girl, dropped her back off with her mom. And it's a beautiful evening still. Like, I cannot believe the weather is going to drop as much as it's going to drop tomorrow, but that's okay. I thought I'd run into the dollar store here to get one more of those like hanging baskets that I have on the fold-up table in Lucky, just in the interest of getting a little bit more storage and wrapping this whole thing up. Plus, I didn't really notice the pegboards moving too much, so I don't know about Velcro for them, but Velcro for that first aid kit, for sure. All right, we'll see how the mic behaves tucked underneath the Dixon. Not that me walking around talking to my phone isn't a dead giveaway that I'm filming, but still. Into the Dollarama, where Lucky's very first Christmas decorations came from. And if I'm being honest about the Velcro, unless it's actual Velcro brand, might not be the best place to buy it from, the dollar store, just because of quality control. Some things are great, others, nay. All right, I feel like I'm walking past what I need. There it is. Yeah, this little thing has been great. Want to come hang out in Lucky with me? Perfect. See, now the problem is I haven't been in here in a while and I don't know where to find Velcro. This looks like it could be something. It's a lot lighter weight than what I've been looking at too. All right, here we go. Velcro should be in this aisle. Beautiful evening. The Velcro looked of subpar quality, so I will be wandering into Hotel Walmart like I wasn't gonna do that anyway. And I'll get the Velcro I need from them. I'm gonna need some for this thing anyway. I plan on putting this beside the sink for, well, storage in the keeping with the theme of, well, I was gonna say literally everything today, but we've talked a lot about the microphone too, so there we go. All right, I just pulled over here to do a little bit of a recycling gig as well before I get back to Lucky. And I forgot that I got this in the mail today. I don't know who it's from. Amazon didn't put a from tag in it. Double check on that. No. So I'm not sure who these came from. Thank you for sending them. They're cup cleaning brushes. I don't really know what that means. Does it just mean it's a brush to clean a cup? There's 3 of them. They look like they came from Ikea to bring everything full circle. They didn't. They came from Amazon. But tell me that doesn't look like Ikea packaging. Let me see. Cup cleaning brush. Huh? Oh, that's like for the rim? You're like, woo, that's kind of cool. And this rotates? Oh, dang. Well, that's kind of funky. What's even funkier is I got a couple cups that need cleaning, so that'll work out great. So anyways, I just wanted to say, I'm not sure who sent them, but thank you very much. I like discovering new little gadgets. We can put these in the new storage bin. It's all coming up, Matthew. Okay, so first things first, back in Lucky now, not using the microphone currently, but this can live perfect right there. It's already got stuff in it, like the cleaning brushes and a DJI mic. So that's perfect. I love these because they're removable. Because I use these 2 flip outs for cooking, yes, but when I'm cooking, I'm probably not going to need anything that's in these. They just come off, put them on the bed, because I can't get to the bed when I'm cooking. If I want to get to the bed, I got to put the tables down, and in that case, these can immediately go right back on. Very handy. Okay, so I just picked up a pack of these, like ones that are meant for the remote controls. I'm hoping just maybe 2 on the back of the first aid kit will more than suffice. I bet you this is going to make it too thick for those clips to clip now. Is that going to be a thing that happens? Seems to work. Okay. There we go. All right, well, time will tell how efficient those stay. And if I need to add more, then I can. But for now, I would say great success. Okay, and then I'm just going to use one of these big strips that I've got at Silverton Building Supplies because I still have an unopened pack of them. And there. One thing I definitely learned about this counter space over here quickly. Yeah, that'll work. Put that here overnight. I learned that I don't really put stuff here too much, right? Especially when I'm cooking. It kind of ends up behind me when I'm facing this way, so may as well put some storage on it. I mean, that being said, I could probably have found like more of a rectangular thing with more storage in it, but this is a little tidier. And then this is what we can do. Like you can put like the toothbrush there, even the toothpaste. Hey, excellent. Ah, yes. I could even put one of these, one of our new cleaning brushes. But falls right back there. But there it be. Actually, you can come out, sir. You can clean a cup. I'm going to need that. So another bonus of this microphone too is you're not really going to hear the ticking of the diesel heater too much anymore, which is good. Unless I want it to be part of the ambiance, of course. Also, the ice maker is going right now. I doubt you'll be able to hear that very good from the mic. I mean, maybe a bit. Who knows? But anyway, okay. So as per usual, let's use the vinegar to clean this bad boy. All right. I mean, this isn't really. Is it a cup? It's a Yeti mug. Potato. Think for this one, probably need the brushes. Let's get in there and clean the bottom of it. Is it working? Hey, just tickle the base, okay? Everybody just, go. Now, let's see how, so then if I do this, then I shove this on here. Ooh, look at that. Fancy, it's like a toothbrush for my cup. Get a little water in there to give it a rinsey rance. Switch it around. There we go. Now it's ready to do what it was intended to do. Well, thank you very much for hanging out with me today. I'm going to leave this one here and say until the next one, just go out there, be happy, be creative, be yourselves, most importantly, be positive, and remember, only dead fish go with the flow.